But today I'm going to show you a beautiful game called Dorfromantik. Dorfromantik is a peaceful building strategy and puzzle game where you can create a beautiful ever-growing village landscape by placing tiles. Explore a variety of colorful biomes, discover and unlock new tiles, and complete quests to fill your world with life. I've already been playing this game. I like it a lot, and the best thing about this game is that you make the game look different over time as you complete those little quests. I first would like to show you a little bit about those quests, because when you play this game the first time, the word quest can be a little bit confusing, and I should have looked at the rewards way earlier than I actually did after 10 times trying to get a high score. Because at the beginning of the game I noticed something and I thought it was a bug. I actually seen this little circle far away from my tiles and I thought it was a bug, and then over time when I started replaying this game over and over again, I thought let's build close by, and then all of a sudden things start to make sense. So while you're playing Dorfromantik, you will sometimes encounter these spots in distance, those ones. Build towards to them to reveal a special collectible tile. Once connected, the tile will spawn a special quest. And the quest is like 9 plus, 10 plus, 20 plus, and so on. Fulfill this quest to unlock new challenges. So when you completed one of them, you can get another one, etc. and so forth. Now, there are a lot of achievements, and these achievements are also connected with the in-game achievement, and when you complete the in-game achievement, you can unlock new skins. And this game is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and it reminds me a lot of the game called Islanders. It's kind of the same type of concept, as in you need to get a high score by placing buildings, and that's actually it. But for this game there's a lot more. Of course it works a little bit different, but it's the same concept. I hope that makes sense. I don't know how many parts we can get out of this. I would just like to play. Of course at the beginning it's just, messing around. But slowly but surely when you get a certain high score, I only got 9,000. You want to research how you can get a higher score. And it all makes sense at some point. Now, before I start placing stuff around, I have also been looking at a guide, and this guide is actually saying you need to start with a good first pile, which I mean with those ones. The best thing is a pile where it starts off with a clean one. So these edges here are clean edges, and at this moment I'm already having a wrong start. So if you really want to go for a high score after you played this game many times, you really want to start off with a good pile. So in this case I could say let's already click on a new game, and now I'm getting a clean tile. So I can connect this clean tile. It worked basically the same as dominoes, or however it's called in your country. So in this case I got a clean tile. I can just connect this clean up. Now at the beginning I was just trying to place everything a little bit random, and yeah, I'm already having bad luck here because this guy, yeah, so I don't have any clean sides here, so it is really something you need to be lucky with, I would say. And 9,000 isn't a lot, because there are people who the highest score I believe is 69 million. Yeah, with the 10,000 I'm gonna get another another score. So there are a couple of sites you can get. There is this farmland down here, you got cities, you got forest, there is waterways, there are train tracks, and of course completely clean tiles. So in this case let's just play this for a little bit, and yeah, I will probably make a lot of mistakes because doing this on camera is one of the more difficult things if it's about trying to focus and make things look perfect. So in this case I got one mistake down here. Now I've been reading in the guide, if you want to get a really high score, you also want to make a perfect match. So in this case, if all the tiles here around this middle tile would be perfect, you're gonna get a perfect score. And this perfect score will give you 60 points, and it will add in a new tile onto your stockpile. Now you can get more tiles by completing these little quests. So I need to have 5+ more houses here, or I'm going to need to have 2+ more farmland thingies connected up to these guys. Now of course above here you can also see close 5 field groups with at least 10 fields total. So with other words, I believe it's saying you need to have 5 different fields, and those shouldn't be not connected. So 5 separate fields, and each 5 separate fields need to contain 10 fields. So these are 2 fields. I need to make 1 group and times 5, right? Hope I explained it a little bit the right way. So in this case, I'm going to connect this up right down here. There is one thing I've learned over time, and that the forest area is really something you want to keep connected. So they say you need to have 5 different fields, farm fields, but with the forest area you don't want to have many different ones, because at some point you're gonna get a tile for a forest area which says you need to have 10,000 trees all connected up in one line. So what I'm going to do in this case, you can just connect these cities up because you have to. And yeah, so slowly but surely it's getting bigger and bigger, and we really want to try to not have too many open gaps. You really want to try to keep everything connected up. And at the beginning I wasn't doing that at all, and so if I would place this one down here, I get like an empty pot down here. It's connecting to a forest, which is wrong. So what I could try and do is connect it up right down here. So what I'm going to need to have is a tile which contains trees here, trees there, and 2 empty sides, and then the other 2 sides, it doesn't matter. Now it also says before we need to have 5 different field groups, and they recommend, you know, keep the trees with the trees. So what we could do here is making a start of a new field. This is okay, we can connect it like that. And as you can see here, I got an empty field. I cannot place them here. Well, I could, but then this quest will be cancelled, so you cannot get any more points from it, because we need to connect 2 more houses. So in this case, I think this spot here would be very nice. Now, if I place a tile here, I'm not going to get a perfect bonus on this one because I connected a village to an empty field. So we need to try to make everything perfect. Okay, let me just see here. So yeah, at the beginning also of this game, you're going to get a one type of biome. And over time you unlock new biomes, if it's about the color of the tiles, if it's about the color of the buildings, color of the trees. As you can see down here, the trees are a little bit orangey, start of autumn I would say, and slowly but surely when you go that way it starts to get more greener rather than orangey and red. And it has a lot more different type of biomes, and it is really cool. I really enjoy this this game. And like I said, it reminded me a lot of The Islanders, which is also a very cool game. So now we completed 2 of these, we get 100 points, and I believe for every quest you complete, you get 5 new tiles. I haven't really noticed that just yet. But then again, let's see, we could, now this, no, we could not. Well, no. Because this tile needs to be grass and this one is farm field. So connecting this down here would be a bad idea. And yeah, because I only got 9,000, you know, I start searching at these guilds to see how can I play this game a lot better. And yeah, I got a lot of tips from that. At the beginning I was just trying to connect everything. I didn't look at it. I thought like, oh, 2 houses gives me some points, but this is just very wrong to connect it up. And yeah, this is a perfect match. So if we can add 2 more tiles here, we're gonna get a perfect connection. We're gonna get something with a train, farm field, a house, and trees. I've also been reading it would be a good idea to have, what is that called? The train tracks and stuff. far away from the waterways. I always find this a little bit of a bad idea to have the train track going. You know, you force yourself to go here or you force yourself to go there. I'd rather have it like facing the train track away from the area. This could be a nice one because we can connect the houses down here. And yeah, need to make new farm field. This is a bad idea. Sometimes you have to. You will get forced to do that. Yeah, this is like trees. But you can also do this. Alright. Or that. I think this one would be better. Something like that. Now if you see something that I, make a mistake or whatever, just let me know down below in the comment section. I will just keep playing this. And yeah, you can let me know if you like it or not like it. Maybe you've played the game Islanders. Yeah, to see if it's fun. Let me see. No, I couldn't do that one. Of course, at some point when you have low tiles, you're really going to be forced to... Yeah, I could do this one. You can get forced to do stuff, alright? Now, this might have been a very bad idea. Maybe. Because this one needs 2 more houses. And if I get a tile with 4, 5, maybe 6, or maybe completely filled up, it would be a bad idea to place it down here. Because this tile here only needs 2 more houses. We can actually close this one off and forget about it. That wouldn't be a bad idea. But I'm really going to need to be lucky with 2 grass. Yeah, there are actually houses just like this tile down here. You get like 1 or 2 houses here. And then some houses here which are not connected up, because if we have a street which is connected up to this street, it will be way too much. We only need 2 more houses on that side. Alright, so in this case I'm going to add this train track here, and we will need to be careful listening to a certain sound, and this certain sound is going to give us a ping when we're going to unlock a when we have a possibility to unlock a new thingy. Now I just need to walk. Could do this, but I need to keep in mind the forest needs to be massive, absolutely massive. I think this could still be a good idea. So now we're gonna get into waterways. What we could do here, maybe, yes, it is limited. Yeah, it could do. I mean, I can still escape the forest on this side. And it will be a small farm field. Let's do it like that. Now we're gonna get a house with an empty field. We need 2 houses there. So let's just say... going to place this guy right down here. It is insane. Some people have such an ginormous amount of score points. Yeah. So now we have 2 houses. Now, as you can see, I could complete it, but on the other side it doesn't match. We need houses here, grass here, and grass there. Right? At the beginning you can just go ahead and do whatever you like, because there are achievements for 25,000 points and there is achievement for 50, or at least I need to go to 10,000. So let's see if I can place this somewhere. Now it has a massive forest. At this moment I don't have a forest objective. Sometimes you must place it elsewhere, alright? Sometimes you must do that. And there's also another problem that can possibly happen. And these random tiles, they can go, spawn everywhere around it, right? So what if we make a forest all the way there? There could be an objective down here which contains a forest. So then we're going to get a slight problem. At one point you need to be lucky. At another point you cannot really help it to play it 100% smart, if you would. So let's see. I would like to place this guy right down there, right? And you also want to keep an eye out on the next upcoming ones, because there were a couple of moments where if I didn't watch what I was doing for the next ones, I could have gotten a very low score. If you keep an eye out on this, you can plan things a little bit better. So you also have this, you cannot place this down here, which, you know, would be logic. I could place this down here, wouldn't be very smart, because this tile down here will be unavailable for the forest to continue this way. And having the forest this way, you need to be very lucky to have the perfect farm field and the perfect forest area on this tile. This one is not going to do it, so I'm going to get slightly a problem, but you can also just place this right down here. Now there are also different tiles which contain grass and like a little lake in the middle, and this lake can be connected all the way around. Now you also got a lake with a building in the middle, and this building in the middle, you can either use it for water or use it for the train track, because the train track will be like a little bridge into the building, and then you can connect it on any side you like. Oh, this is a perfect tile here. I'm very glad that I didn't place this thing down here, because then it will be connected up on this side down here. And I placed that right down there. Now, so far I am really forced to, you know, keep continuing it on this way, excuse me. I could do this, I could do that. I don't have anything in my area just yet, and once again I didn't watch what I was doing down here, and now I see like I got a river here and trees. Maybe I could have just placed this a bit better, because let me see, I think it's okay. Yeah, it is okay. This one is legit. Let's place this one down here, and sure. I'm just gonna continue that way. I'm just keeping this house here because there are many moments where you have like a farm and a little house to connect up. In this case, can we place this right down here somewhere? Now, there are people who can immediately see if it would be possible or not. This would be okay. So now we get a perfect, and that means you're gonna get one extra tile back. It's always nice. And if you are very lucky, you have like this down here. If I would have a tile that fits perfectly in here, I believe you're gonna get a lot of perfects. I don't know how to call it else, but yeah, a lot of perfects. This wouldn't be a thing. This could be a thing. But I have to be careful, because this tile down here, yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that. I could have also moved it, but yeah. Let's see here. Could do this like, no, that wouldn't be a thing. I'm just gonna do it like what I just did, just like that. That means I just need 3 sides of grass and 1 side forest. The most difficult one I find are the ones where you have water and a train track. Those are the bitchy ones. But so far I'm lucky. Now in this case I could say, let's place it like this, since I got like farm area coming up down here. And yeah, you don't have to completely focus on this, but a little bit would be nice. And you always want to try and connect things up as quick as possible. In this case, I would like to, you know, let's go that way for the river. Because the farmland can be very big at some point. The forest area can slowly be forced to that way. And also, as you can see, as I move, like, you see the color change. Yeah, like a green. I don't know if it does. No, it doesn't do it by itself. You also saw a little bit of a purple. That means it's like lilac fields. Lilac? Lavender. Yeah, one of these. I could place this one down here. Could, but I'm not going to, because train tracks are very difficult. Can be very troublesome. Let me see. I would like to keep forest, and yeah. Does that matter? Yeah, it does matter. Let's place this here in case you're gonna get 2 houses. And this guy, we're just gonna place it here. No doubt about turning that one would help any. Makes any sense. This one, no. We couldn't do that because this is grass. But we could maybe do it like this and hope that we're gonna get 2, 3 sides, threes, and 1 grass and 1 farm. So let's place it like this. And as you can see, the trees are gonna get very high at some point, the amount of it. And like I said before, on this side, I hope that I'm gonna get 3 sides grass and 1 side trees. And this one's perfect. Now it could be very possible that, you know, I'm saying something and that I've seen it the wrong way. I can place this one down here. And now we're gonna get just a lake. Now you can also make like an ocean out of this. But what, the only thing that I'm not quite sure is yet if this would be a perfect match. It will be for the water side, but I don't know if it counts from grass to water though. I have no idea. It might be that this needs to be 100% surrounded by water, or at least, you know, the entrances of the water. But in this case, I'm just gonna place it down here. It says perfect 60, 50, and 100, and then these little boats start to move about. This is very cool. Yeah, at the beginning, it's you know, kind of easy, but at some point, it's gonna be very difficult, and yeah. Yeah, that's no match. That's no match. Yeah, this is troublesome, but... Oh, is it? No, it is not, because there is 1 part of grass down here, and this one cannot connect. So in this case, I'm gonna get a problem placing these trains, so I'm really forced to place it elsewhere. Now, I could place it here, and hope I'm gonna get farm fields, but I'm not going to. For the reason being is that if I get like 2 farm fields to place between in, I really want to use it for a larger farm field. These tiny ones you really want to use, yeah, if things getting messy, which I refer to, like here you have like 1 tile, and if you got 1 tilers with just like this one, you really might want to place it out here, because anything else you really want to make like a chain from it, a chain as much as possible. But I believe this is 2 sides, right? Yeah, 2. Only if this was 1 down here, it would be a perfect match. But what you can also do, if these trees were on the other side, you know, like this, or better to say like that, you can also place it down here and then hope that you get a perfect tile for between in. And if you want to really be sure where all the connection points are, you can just move your mouse onto this, and as you can see, it will show some green here and it will show some green there, and then you really make sure that you get the maximum profit of it, best to call it. So I'm just gonna place this down here. Yeah, these ones are no fun at all, but no, I can't. I'm gonna use this for right down here and hope that I'm gonna get another train track, which is just, you know, ends, and then trying to connect this up. Because I have seen at people who are insanely good at this game. I watched some of the screenshots, and I seen that, you know, they make like a circle of water or stuff like that. Let's place this out here. Oh boy. So I need to complete this town. I'm going to complete these train tracks and the forest up there. But also meanwhile I want to expand this city, because at some point I can get a city which is going to be very large. And this guy is going to... Yeah. Shouldn't always make it too difficult. Now, I'm not very good at you know, calculations and stuff, and sometimes I just don't see it. I played many puzzle games on my channel. I enjoyed of it a lot. Alright. But sometimes I just don't see it. Alright, here we're going to get a... this is something that I unlocked last night, I believe. So this is partly city and partly water. Yeah, here we're going to get a big city, partly forest, partly city. But maybe... Yes, indeed. So it wasn't too bad of a thing to actually get this one. Now, of course, we are closing this train track here into a corner, but I'm just gonna take it, because what if we get lucky and get a train track just like this one, where we can close it up. You really want to take your time. If you had a score where you cannot pass or get past to it, you really want to, you know, look everywhere where you can. Oh man, sometimes I'm not sure where to place something. You know, sometimes you just need to go with the rule of the game, as in, you know, place the tiles right. Yeah, but there are also enough moments where you know, you're forced to just place it down here. So yeah, this is something that I do not understand. Like, I think the reason why I can do it right now, if this one was a higher score, it would be better. I think what happens here is, if this, you know, just let's say this is like a 9, alright? What I think it does is it shares up the houses. So it takes 2 houses from this one for this village, and it takes 2 or 1 house from this one for this village, and that's why you can't connect it up. I forgot about that. So it is possible that, yeah, it can go easy on you. If I didn't have this one, I couldn't connect this up at all, because there are way too many houses. Oh, yeah, let me see. Yeah, of course, we are already in 27 minutes, so I'm going to need to continue this another moment. I don't want to rush this through it. So I'm just going to leave it with this, and I will just see how many parts we're going to make. Maybe we're just going to go to a certain high score and then say, okay, this is it. I want you to let me know, what do you think of this game? Do you have it? Do you have Islanders? What is your high score? And yeah, thanks for watching. I know you want to. Okay, there you go. Should I do one more? Because I'm also thinking, like, I need to stay at this side of the map, right? Like, oh yeah, I can. So let's place this mill with this base